So the hay feeding chaos has grown exponentially as our younger kids now have started to figure out that hay is a good thing. You can see the swarm of locusts here trying to eat their hay. I did get a good question the other day. The hay that we use is a Timothy orchard grass blend. It is not horse quality hay. Goats are brush eaters. They eat brush, bark. Stuff that, you know, you would think isn't edible is what they naturally would eat. So the Timothy orchard grass is a good blend for them, for their digestive system, for everything that they need in order to be happy, healthy goats. I am now officially sitting on the floor in the stall, in case anybody was wondering what that noise was, because this is just a great angle right now to see everybody munching, nom, 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 nom. So Timothy orchard grass is what we use. Absolutely no alfalfa. Alfalfa is super high in calcium. It's extremely rich, and it's a bit too rich for their diets. You'll get diarrhea from it. Certainly usable as a treat. They do love it, don't get me wrong. But it is not something that we have in their regular diet. When the girls are pregnant and about to start nursing, sometimes we will supplement with some alfalfa for just our nursing does. And again, that's the high calcium in there, which helps them as they're producing their milk. But that would be the only time. Uh-oh, did somebody get pushed around? You'll be all right. You'll survive. There's not much activity because they're pretty much all focused on hay right now, but I mean, just these cute little faces as they pull out little, one piece at a time, right? So moms take full mouthfuls, the babies, one piece at a time. And it's just so darn cute, you can't help it. So guys, if you're new here, I'm Pam, this is Racing for Home Farm, where the animals rule the schedule, and I just try and keep up. Right now, we're in hay feeding time, so that's what they're doing. But all of our videos are completely unscripted, unplanned. You get what you get, I get what I get, and hopefully it's cute because that's the point. And there you go. Look at that, on cue. It's like I asked them to come in. Yeah, hi. What do you think? That's hilarious. That was completely unscripted, unplanned, but here we are. So a couple videos ago, I had a whole drama about my microphone situation. And just for those that are dying for the ending, the big conclusion, the conclusion is that I did go ahead and replace the microphone with the same situation, same setup again. I did a ton of research, and the better setups, the more robust setups that would actually probably survive a drop on the farm are so significantly more expensive that even though I've replaced this thing now 3 times this year, or over the last year, it's not really this year, over the last 365 days, the total cost of that is still less than the cost of the investment in one of the more robust systems. And for me right now, that's the way we're going to roll. I would love to, you know, go all in on a huge system setup, probably be more stable. I did watch another farm that, you know, showcased and generously shared all of the equipment that they use for their videos. And holy moly, in all seriousness, like, there's no way I can do that. I mean, they have, you know, 3 different cameras running at any given time for their videos. One on a tripod, one on their chest, one in their, you know, like on a gimbal type device where they can mount it to, you know, whatever they're looking at that time. So they've got 3 different camera angles running. They have incredible patience, I guess, to take hours of footage, and bless their hearts for that. And then they edit it, right? And they stitch all these 3 different videos together into what, you know, I'm sure is the best shots. And switching perspectives and angles, and bless them for doing that. I can't. I just simply can't. These videos go up completely unedited, uncut, on anything, right? You get it. I take it. I upload it. I write a quick description, and you get to see it. And that's how we're going to roll here, because quite honestly, running this farm full-time, working a full-time job to support running this farm full-time, means that YouTube is a super great tool, and I actually enjoy doing this, so that's why I do it. But it is not going to be my main income stream by any sense of the imagination. Right now, it's income stream 0. In fact, we're negative because I've had to invest in all these all these microphones. So technically, I'm in the negative for my YouTube, and that is perfectly fine. Please, I'm not begging here. I'm not asking for donations. That's not what we do. I'm not a charitable farm. We're not a 501c3. Maybe one day, something will change. But right now I work full time and I support it that way. And then this is just a nice way to share and give back to the community. It does help with my marketing. So certainly that's a way to enhance some revenue. And then really what I do on the farm to support the farm is the soap sales and, of course, the sales of our animals. And I'm not looking to make millions or I'd have a much bigger herd and we'd have staff and all sorts of fun things that could probably support doing the fancy stuff. This is a single person operation. Farm Hubby and I do it as a team. He takes care of all of the hard work on the farm and all the, heavy equipment and things that require muscles. I take care of the animals, the website, the marketing, the YouTube, the education information. We sort of split down the middle there. And of course, we both make decisions around what we're doing and how we're doing it. So that was supposed to be a 30-second overview on why I have the same mic I had that I broke last week. But hey, here we are. Are you getting a drink? Oh, somebody else got stepped on. It's nice to see them drinking water now. They're really just starting. This is some of the younger bucks. So these are Sock Monkey's 2 boys here. They're never far from each other. And so they're on the younger end of our group of kids. These 2 were born March 17th. And it's now April 16th. So they're about a month old. And just now starting to learn that water is hydration. You saw that they were taking a few strands of hay. So they're starting their weaning journey. The older kids, the ones that are still here with their faces in the hay, they were born about 3 weeks before those guys. And they are pretty fully on their weaning journey, right? They are going to be fully weaned around the 10-week mark, and that's when they'll start to go home. They'll be eating and drinking on their own. Their moms will have long since decided that they're not allowed to nurse. They will still nurse a little bit for comfort and, just because they have access to it, but they won't be using it as their main source of nutrition anymore, and that's when we send them home. It's a natural weaning process. If you saw in our last video, Persephone, who has the oldest kids, she was the first to give birth this year. She's pretty much done nursing her kids. They were born February 28th. And so they're going on about 7 weeks now. And yeah, she allows them to nurse, but not very long, not very often. And those are the 2 kids. The one right next to her, you can see his little face. He's deep in the hay. And this one here, also deep in the hay, the black and white one. They are really, truly eating hay and using it more and more as their nutrition. JC's kids were born a couple of days later, and they are also They are the two that are in the back here. So the other black and white one and the brown and white one, who you cannot see because JC's big head is in the way, are all still in the hay bag and really focused on having a meal. They also are eating grain and all the things, right? So that's the difference between, a 4-week-old goat and a 7-week-old goat, give or take. JC's kids are not quite 7 weeks yet. And then you've got Ren's kids who were born March 8th, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me, but I think that's right. And they're sort of right on the in-between. They're eating hay, but they're not using it as their main source of nutrition yet. They're about a week away from that. And so they're not quite as focused and determined on staying at the hay bag. They'll wander off. They're on the outskirts, of the pod. And they're really learning at this point versus using it more and more for their nutrition. But I think that's where we're going to call it for the day. I've talked more than I should have about stuff you probably have zero interest in. But listen, if you are still here, hit that subscribe button. That is how you can help the farm out most of all. And keep watching. We do twice daily videos as much as I possibly can. I've been pretty consistent about it. There's been a few misses here or there, but for the most part, I've got it. And we just share what's going on. So I hope you're having a fantastic day. And until next time, I do have work to do. Bye for now.